The dense, foreboding jungle loomed around me as I ventured deeper into its heart. My heart pounded in my chest with every step, and the stifling humidity clung to my skin like a second layer. I was on a solo expedition to document the flora and fauna of this remote, uncharted wilderness. Little did I know that this journey would take me to the brink of terror. The jungle was an orchestra of eerie sounds that resonated through the thick foliage. Unidentifiable creatures rustled in the underbrush, and the shadows danced in the corners of my vision. My flashlight cut through the darkness, revealing the twisted roots and gnarled trees that seemed to reach out to me, as if they had a malevolent intent. Hours passed, and my sense of direction became increasingly distorted. The GPS signal had long since vanished, leaving me disoriented and vulnerable. My only companion was the haunting symphony of the jungle, a symphony that grew more sinister by the minute. As the moon emerged from the canopy above, I stumbled upon an ancient temple, swallowed by the relentless growth of the jungle. The stone carvings that adorned its walls depicted nightmarish scenes of human sacrifice and dark rituals. I felt an unnatural chill in the air, and my skin prickled with dread. Intrigued and frightened, I decided to explore further. Deep within the temple's darkened chambers, I discovered an ornate, ancient artifact. It was a pendant with a pulsating crimson gem at its center. As I reached out to touch it, a disembodied voice whispered, "Leave this place or suffer the consequences." Startled, I dropped the pendant and stumbled backward. But curiosity overpowered fear, and I picked it up again. The voice grew more insistent, more menacing. It echoed through my mind, and my vision blurred with flashes of horrifying images, faces contorted in agony, bodies writhing in torment. Panicked, I fled the temple, clutching the cursed pendant. The jungle seemed to come alive, as if it were a sentient being, conspiring to keep me trapped within its grasp. The trees closed in on me, their branches forming grotesque hands that grasped at my clothes. With every step, the pendant's whispers grew louder, more sinister. It promised power, but at a price too terrible to contemplate. I struggled to break free from its malevolent influence, but it clung to my soul like a parasite. Days turned into nights, and I lost all sense of time. Hunger gnawed at my insides, and exhaustion weighed down my limbs. My only respite was the few moments of fitful sleep, during which I was plagued by nightmares of unspeakable horrors. One night, as I lay shivering beneath the jungle canopy, I heard the voices, the tormented souls of those who had succumbed to the pendant's allure. They whispered tales of their own descent into madness, their agony, and their eternal suffering. Desperation drove me to dig a shallow grave and bury the cursed pendant. But even as the earth covered it, the whispers persisted, now muffled but ever present. The jungle, sensing my betrayal, exacted it a terrible revenge. I became hopelessly lost, my supplies dwindled, and my body weakened. The jungle's malevolence intensified, as if it were exacting a blood price for my defiance. The creatures of the jungle grew bolder, their eyes gleaming with hunger. In my delirium, I stumbled upon an ancient altar, adorned with grotesque idols. The jungle's sinister presence enveloped me, and I realized that it had been waiting for me, luring me to this nightmarish culmination. As I stood before the altar, the voices of the pendant and the tormented souls merged into a deafening chorus of agony. I felt an excruciating pain as my body contorted and my mind shattered. I was consumed by the jungle's dark embrace, destined to become just another lost soul, trapped forever in its haunted depths. And so, my tale ends as a warning to all who dare to venture into the heart of the jungle. Beware the allure of the unknown, for it may lead you down a path of darkness and despair from which there is no escape. The jungle is not just a place of natural beauty. It is a realm of ancient malevolence that hungers for the souls of the unwary.